Geordie, can you tell me which word is can? Can you pick it out? Show me. Find it? Right, can you read it for me to check if it's can?
Can.
Can you show me?
Can.
Right, so the word is can, but can you break up the sounds for me? Okay, so good boy, you found that one. Right, find me the word on. Find me the word on. On. Right, see if that's the one. Check. So is it on?
No.
No. See if you can find the one that's on.
On.
Right, see if that's right. Oh.
On.
Well, it's the right letters, but has it in the right order? Oh.
No.
No. Okay, so that's not on.
Not
But we're close. Right, check this one then. You've got your hand on that one. Right, so it's oh.
on. No, on.
On. Good boy. Got that one. Put that to one side. Okay, can you find me the word as? As. Find me the word as. Let's see. Try this one out.
E-S.
Is. So it's not as.
No.
So we need to find as. Can you find as? As. Good boy. Well done. That's as. Now, can you find me the word back?
Back.
Back.
Back. Back.
See if you can find it. Oh, good. Sound it out. Just writing some sentences and you said some. What's this one say?
I. Geordie.
Yes, so you said I am
Geordie.
Geordie.
I.
What's this first sound? Yeah? I can.
See.
I can see. Next, last one.
Sun.
Sergi is three. And we have this E sound, three. And tomorrow we're going to practice words that have this E sound, aren't we? So we can learn this sound E when we see it. Yeah? It's double E sound. But you've done really well, Geordie.
The beginning of this week, we done adjectives for cell. We had to write the adjectives and describe the pictures.
Okay, so give me an example of what you found out for the cat. What adjectives describe the cat?
Sharp paws, sleepy, lazy cat.
Okay, fair enough. And then what else did you do linked to maths? We did a revision.
The area and the perimeter.
Of what, these shapes?
Squares.
And so you found out the area and perimeter. How did you find out the perimeter of the square? What did you do?
We had to get the ruler and measure the both sides, and then we had to times it.
Okay, and did you check with Sarah what your answers were?
Yes.
Okay. Then yesterday you did this. What happened yesterday, and you could sort of explain what this was about?
We find a little bird in the floor and we got it.
So what did we think about doing to help?
We take it to make it a house.
Okay, so we were trying to find a way that we could find a way of defending him, looking after him, making a house. And you came up with these instructions. Tell me a little bit. Can you read us through a little bit of your instructions?
Get a wire and make a straight line and pelt it brown. Let it dry and get a plastic box
Okay, why did you need the wire? What does the wire help do?
so he can play.
Okay, so you had to explain why you had to put these parts into the home for the bird.
Yeah.
Okay, now moving on from that, you did this today. What did we look at today?
Today we're looking at England.
Okay, so we were looking at a new book, and it's a non-fiction book about places in the world, about countries in the world. And we looked at England, and we looked at one particular child's page, e-book page, and he's called Aaron. And he talked about his home, his school, his play, what he does at playtime, and you had to answer questions based on what he does.
Yes.
So, how were families on Aaron's street different? Did you figure that out?
Yeah, he lived in a farm and the others lived in flats.
Okay. So they lived in different types of houses.
Yes.
But also, would you say the families are just different?
No, he was from Ireland as well.
So he was from India.
India, yeah.
So families across the road are different because they're not all from the same place, were they? Okay. What was Aaron's favourite subject at school? Did you work that out?
Yes, the computer.
Okay. So he loves computing.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Speaking from the beginning of the week, what did you do?
Adjectives for sale.
Okay, so you got these nouns. What did you have to do with these nouns?
Here was some answer and you had to explain it with adjectives.
So could you describe the jumper for me, please?
Nice, beautiful, hot, colourful.
Okay. I'd also include cosy. These jumpers are quite cosy, aren't they?
Yeah.
All right. So you did adjectives, and then we did some maths that day. We looked at. We continued on with area. We did a little bit more of area. And you did this in area. So what were you looking at in area?
We are looking at we were looking at this.
Okay. So what did you have to find out for area? What did you have to do for some of the sides for shapes like this?
The centimeter 22 and then centimeter. The centimeters.
We worked with centimeters, but what did you find out about this side and this side?
That I had to find how centimeters was. Then it was just had to plus 1 and 2 because
Well, you had to figure out what sides were missing, how much was missing from each side. So this one, it originally had nothing.
yeah.
But we worked out that this side is 7 centimeters and this side is 2 centimeters.
Yeah.
We don't know this one, so what did you have to do? 7 centimeters?
2 take away.
2. And what do you have left?
5.
5 centimeters. So that's how we worked that one out. And with that, we were able to work this one out, which had nothing. So how did we work this one out?
2 1
And
2
Make
was 3.
So then you had to add all the sides up to make what? What do you do if you add all the sides to make
The perimeter.
edge? It's the perimeter. And then we had to find the area. Well, we hadn't worked on the area actually. We just focused on the perimeter.
Yeah.
But the area is something that you're still looking at, okay? But we looked at the area. Then yesterday we found, what did we find?
A little bird,
Yeah.
and maybe that he fell from the nest.
Nest. So we were thinking of ways that we could create a safe home for him, to look after him. And you drew a plan. Can you explain a little bit about your plan in your words?
Here was all sand and some straw. Then here you throw some water and then it fell to the plate, and then the bird could drink.
Why are they different colours? Explain that.
This one is for the food, and this one is for the water.
Okay, so they're different colours so you can tell them apart.
Yeah.
And why did you have this across in your
Because
picture?
he can sit down or sleep in top of the bench and play.
Fair enough. Okay.
Then we put this.
Yeah. So, what did you do today in your English? We looked at what? Do you remember the book that we looked at?
Yes, let's go to travel.
No, so it's called Let's Go, and you saw it's about looking at different countries, and we
Yeah.
looked at one child who came from what country?
From India.
England, okay, and he was beginning to tell you about his life in England. So, his name was, can you remember his name?
Aaron.
Aaron. And what did you think was interesting about England from how he spoke about it? Or what you saw about it?
The video.
The video, so you enjoyed watching the short video about it.
The Castle of the Queen.
So you saw some of the landmarks like Buckingham
Ben.
Palace, Big Ben,
London's Bridge.
London Bridge, well, Tower Bridge.
The Tower Bridge.
Yep.
And the House of Shakespeare.
Shakespeare's house. So, can you answer these questions for me? What is Aaron's favourite subject at school?
This one.
Yeah, this one.
And because now he's 4 years old and his mother goes with him.
So what's his favourite subject at school? What does he like to do?
Walk with the mom.
See if you can find it in the answer. I think you quite answered it. What's his favourite subject at school? What does he like to do?
Computing.
Computing. He likes computers. What's your favourite subject, Sarah?
Don't know, sure. Science.
Science. He likes science. Hello. So your favourite subject is science. Okay, for our English today and for our English skills, what did you look at? What did you look at in English? Can you explain this?
We had to do, these were some sentences and then I had to put the capital letters and write it down.
Why did you need capital letters in places? What did the capital letter show?
The nouns.
What kind of nouns? What are they called?
The person, the proper noun.
Proper nouns. Proper nouns are capital letters used to describe people's names, places. And we said in England, the English use days of the weeks, proper nouns for days of the weeks and months of the year. Okay? So what did you do in your maths from yesterday?
Yesterday we did volume and capacity.
Okay, so volume and capacity. Right, so how did you figure out how to solve volume?
We had to times 5 times 4 and then it would be 20, so 20 times 5.
Okay, so you worked out first the base, which is basically you're using the area first. So you worked out the base and then times with the height. So you did 5 times 4, then times 5. Did you think that what did you find out about this? Could you solve it just one way? Could you solve it just one way?
No.
So show me a different way that you could solve it.
You could solve it.
Work it out. So, for instance, could I do 5 times 4 times 5?
Yes.
So could I do 4 times 5 times 5?
Yes.
Could I do 5 times 5 times 4?
Yes. You can do it different ways.
So how many different ways did I show that I could do it?
3.
3. So 3 different ways. As long as you multiply
The 3 numbers.
3 dimensions we call them. So base times height times width. Yeah? So we did that. Then today we also looked at this. What did we do with this?
Using apostrophes to show possession.
Can you tell me what you know about apostrophes to show possession?
Apostrophes are like this.
Okay.
And then you have to put them in some words.
Right, so I'll show you an apostrophe close up. So these apostrophes, they are a type of punctuation. And we need to use them sometimes to show when something belongs to someone. It's instead of saying the coats belonging to the men, we can shorten the sentence by saying the men's coats. And it's easier.
Yeah.
Yeah? It's quicker and easier. But we just need to know the rule of using the apostrophe. That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
Okay? So the men's coats, the coats belonging to the men. So you had to match the sentences, first of all, to their correct apostrophe sentences. And then you had to change the apostrophe sentences to the longer versions. Okay?
Yeah.
It's still something we're looking at, but we're just using it today. We started off doing this today. Okay? So, 1, 2, 3,
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
13, 14. Okay? How many do we need to take away?
4.
Right, so can you count taking 4 away? Okay, that's 1. How many is that? 2.
2,
How many is that?
3,
Right. Last 4. 4, okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Good boy. So now can you write 10 here? With pencil.
10.
So Judith, explain what you did today.
Today we're looking at the multiplying factors.
And so how did you do this?
I had 2 times by 2 the numbers of the factors.
Okay. So it says double the fractions below. Write your answers as mixed numbers. So do you know how to write the answer as mixed numbers?
You have to get like the first one, and to times 2 to get 4 and 2 to 5, 10.
Okay. This is what you did today. So can you multiply these fractions by 3? So what did you do with 2/3?
Then we have to do the same, but times it by 3. Then times it with 4 and then times it with 5.
Could you write this as a mixed fraction? Do you know how to write this as a mixed fraction?
Yes.
So how would you do this?
You would have to divide the numbers by 2 and then put half.
So you would have to divide this by this.
Yeah.
So how many 25s go into 55?
2.
2. So you'd write the big number 2. You got a pencil? So you want to go and grab a pencil and we could do that quickly.
Yes.
So today Sarah's been looking at equivalent fractions and she's been looking at the fraction wall which is here, very colourful, and it's broken up to, can you read the fraction going down from the top?
This one is halves.
Well, before that, what comes before halves?
1.
1 whole,
1 whole.
then halves,
Halves, thirds, quarters, 6, 8, 9, 10s.
and then we've added something else. What comes underneath the tenths?
We add the fifths.
The fifths, okay, because we didn't
1
have the fifths.
fifth, 2 fifths, 3 fifths, 4 fifths, and 5 fifths.
Yes, and how many tenths make up 5 fifths?
2.
Have a look. How many tenths make up all the 5 fifths?
1. No.
Well, look at the last fifth.
Yes.
Point to it. The last fifth. How many tenths along the line make up the last fifth?
Come on, 2 and a 9.
No, look.
Oh.
Look.
1.
Here's 5 fifths, okay? How many tenths?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10 fifths.
Tenths.
Okay? It's the same as 5 fifths is the same as 10 tenths. Okay? Now, we were looking at what the same fraction is as a half, and we found there are many possibilities. Could you name a fraction that's the same as a half?
This one?
Yeah, that's a half. That fraction on the wall is a half. What's the same as a half?
Quarters.
How many quarters?
2.
2 quarters. What is the same as 4/6?
10 fifths.
We'll find 4/6.
4, 6. This one.
No, up.
No.
Look at the sixths.
6.
Right, find 4 of them. Right, so what was the same as 4/6?
6 out of 2. 2 out of 4. 2 over 4. Yes, 9.
So how many ninths?
3. 1. Ah, okay.
How many nights?
6.
Yes, because remember we tried this before, right?
Yes, yes.
Finding the similar patterns. Okay, and then we went to add how many say, let's say fifths make a total of a whole. So we found 2/5. So let's show the camera how we did this. 2/5, find 2/5.
Yeah.
I had to draw in the fifths for you, didn't I? So find the 2/5, point to them.
The 2/5.
Yeah, 1, 2. And how many were left over to make a whole?
3.
3/5. Okay, so we got up to there for the 2/5, and we had to add these 3. And 3/10.
3 centimeters.
So do the same for 3/10. How many are left over?
7.
7/10. 7/10 and 3/10 make a whole. Okay, so the fraction wall is useful to show how all the fractions work together
Yes.
and what's equivalent.